Hey everyone, welcome to my latest DVD Blu-ray update, and I've got quite a few things to show you since I haven't had internet in the past probably about 5 months. I've been watching TV a lot more and buying movies and TV shows to watch just to pass the time. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, this is one I bought way back in, I think, February with tax return money, but it's Star Trek Alternate Realities Collective. This mainly features all of the Mirror Universe episodes and some of the Parallel Universe and just kind of different episodes like that, alternate timelines. So this is really cool. I love Star Trek and a lot of good episodes on this. And unfortunately, this show just got canceled, which broke my heart because I love this show. It's hilarious. But the creator is in talks now with Hulu, so it may find itself on Hulu in the near future, but who knows? It's Community. I got the second and third season. I love this show, and I have to say it was really nice going through the second season because there were a lot of episodes I missed when it originally aired. But I love the show. It's hilarious. It was the funniest show on television for a few years there. Then I picked up the fifth season of How I Met Your Mother. I really like this show. It's ended now, and I really like the season finale. I know there are a lot of people that didn't, but I enjoyed it. This is a pretty good season. I've got season 4 on Blu-ray, and it's funny that they never put any of the other seasons on Blu-ray. I guess they just didn't want to invest the money in it. But hopefully I'm going to get the rest of the series on DVD. Now we're getting into some of the Doctor Who stuff I picked up. Not a lot, but first up, this is one that my mom got me for my birthday. It is Terror of the Zygons. This was really funny because I remember people complaining that this was going to be the last, story released on DVD. And, a lot of people were saying, oh, it's a classic story. It's so good. And I watched it. And it's not that great. I mean, it's not terrible, but in my opinion, it was kind of underwhelming. But as always, these DVDs have great special features on them, and I still haven't gone through everything, so I'm really looking forward to checking those out. Next up, I was really happy to get this. This was actually at Best Buy maybe a month and a half ago for like $10, so I couldn't pass it up. It's the special edition of the Caves of Androzani, because I got rid of my regular edition a while back and been wanting to get this again, so I'm glad I got the special edition. Basically the special edition, because the early release of this didn't have many special features, because the first few releases they did for the Doctor Who range, they didn't really put a lot of special features in them like they do now. So they went back and released a number of special editions with added special features and a better remastering. But this is Peter Davidson's, in my opinion, best story, and it's also his last. And I should mention that I probably haven't mentioned this in videos last year, but last February I actually got to meet him. He came to a convention just down the road from where I live now, and I got a picture with him, and it was pretty cool. Next up, we've got The Moon Base. This is not a great Cybermen story, but it's okay. It's not too bad. Let's see. I'll leave that till later. And then I picked up The Time of the Doctor. This is Matt Smith's last episode, regeneration episode. And this is good. It does have pacing issues. It is kind of slow, and I think the problem is, I think this would have worked much better if they would have done like a two-part episode, kind of like what David Tennant got for his last episode. Because even though the pacing was slow, they did try to wrap up way too much in just the one story, and it did kind of feel a little crowded and hard to understand some things. But it was still a great send-off for Matt Smith, who is, right now my favorite Doctor. So next up, this is I think my most recent pickup, but it is An Adventure in Time and Space. And what this is, it's a docudrama about the creation of Doctor Who. And it is just really, really well done, really heartfelt. If you're interested in behind-the-scenes stuff, and if you really like Doctor Who, you owe it to yourself to watch this. 'Cause even though it focuses on the creation of the show, its main focus is more about William Hartnell for most of it, and what he went through with an illness while filming, and it's just really well done. And this also includes a bonus DVD of the very first Doctor Who adventure, An Unearthly Child. So definitely recommend picking that up. Now, then I got the complete first season of Arrow. I really enjoy this show. They've had some really good episodes of this, also some not so great episodes, but it's a fun show. I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to the Flash show coming up. And I got Man of Steel. I was kind of wanting to get this in the 3D edition, but I heard that it just wasn't. It wasn't filmed in 3D. It was done like a post-conversion, so it just didn't look that good. But I enjoy this film. It definitely could have been better, and I can understand some of the criticisms on it. It really does feel like two films, where the first half of it is this nice character study on Superman, really Clark Kent, and then the second half just goes into an all-out summer action blockbuster, and so it is kind of a strange shift, but it's the special effects are great in it. The acting's pretty good, and I'm kind of looking forward to the sequel, although you can't really call it much of a sequel, since it seems like the main focus isn't even going to be on Clark Kent. But I'm not going to get into the rant on that. I'm still a little ticked off about them going into the Justice League so soon and not really focusing more on Superman, since it is his movie. But I'll get into that some other time. Let's get back to this. I was really happy to pick this up. This is a 4-film favorite collection of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I hadn't seen these movies since I was a kid, so it was so fun. So much fun to go back and watch these, and they really do hold up. It was my first time watching the animated one, and it was pretty darn good. I really enjoyed that one as well. Next up, picked up The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug 3D. This is much better than the first film, The Unexpected Journey. This has a lot more action. The story flows a lot better, and overall this is just a much better film than the first one. And the 3D edition looks really nice as well. Now we're breaking into all of my Disney pickups. First up, this is one I got from Disney Movie Rewards. It is Home on the Range. I've heard very bad things about this. So I'm glad I didn't pay money for this one. I still haven't watched it, but I'm kind of not looking forward to it. But I got it to complete my animated collection. Next up, this is probably one of the best movies from last year. It is Frozen. I can't say enough good things about this movie. It is just really, really good, really well done. The songs are great in it. It's just fantastic movie. Now, another one of my favorite films of last year is Saving Mr. Banks. This movie is so good. It is very heartfelt, and it really, it's just really good. I'm not going to talk too much about the plot, but it is kind of a docudrama. Some things have been changed for dramatic purposes in it, but it's about the writer of Mary Poppins, and Walt Disney was trying to get the rights to Mary Poppins to make a movie about it, and so in this she comes to L.A. and kind of fights him for what he wants to do with it, because she doesn't want to have animation, and she doesn't want to make it like too kind of colorful and cliche and stuff like that. So this is a wonderful, wonderful film. All throughout when she's in L.A. with Walt Disney, it shows pieces of her childhood, and it cuts back and forth, and you really understand why she is the way she is, and you see some of the origins of Mary Poppins along the way as well. Just a great film. I definitely recommend everyone watching this. It's so good. Next up, we've got the 50th anniversary edition of Mary Poppins. Great film. What can I say? Some nice special features on it as well. These next two I got because they were really cheap. They were like $6 each. But first up is Enchanted, and then The Sorcerer's Apprentice. The Sorcerer's Apprentice is a pretty terrible film. It really is. It really feels like the script was put together in just a long weekend, and not much thought was really given to it. Enchanted is a good film. It really is. And it kind of does pay homage to the Disney animated classics of old, like Snow White and Sleeping Beauty. And but it is, some parts I did find annoying because I think it's more geared towards young girls, but it's still a pretty good movie. Another movie that's definitely geared towards young girls. I got this because it was also cheap, and I thought I'd give it a try. But it is Tinkerbell. That being said, yeah, it is definitely made for younger girls, but it is a fairly cute movie, and I think it's well made and looks spectacular on Blu-ray. It really does. Next up, this is one that I got free on Disney Movie Rewards. Well, I think I just had to pay shipping and handling it for it. And one of the Pixar movies that I haven't seen, it is the original Cars. And this is the stupid DVD Blu-ray combo pack instead of the Blu-ray DVD combo pack that they used to do. I think they occasionally still do it, but yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good movie. I definitely enjoyed this a lot more than the sequel. And then I also picked up Winnie the Pooh. This is one that I haven't watched yet, but I've heard good things about. And then Mars Needs Moms 3D. This is also another one that I haven't watched. But I pretty much heard it wasn't that good, but we'll see. Alright guys, well that is it for my latest DVD Blu-ray update. Till next time.